Magandang araw sa lahat and welcome sa ating final coaching for Napolcom exam. So this is our first day, no? And particularly in this video, we will be rationalizing numerical reasoning, no? So this is a three-part video. So this will be the second part. Yan. So the first part will be rationalized by Sir Kirsten Isaac Riquiza. So, para sa mga hindi pa nakakilala sa akin, my name is Alvin Chan Habagat Acunia, civil service exam passer, a fire officer exam passer, and a licensed professional teacher. Yan. So again, we will be rationalizing questions related to numerical reasoning. Without further ado, let us start and let me share na muna my screen. And I hope my screen is now visible in your part. Okay. Ayan, no? So this is again 150 question divided by four parts. No, divided in four parts. First is general information. Second is verbal reasoning. Third is numerical reasoning, and fourth is logical reasoning. So this will be the third part of this rationalization. And let us start with the first question for the numerical reasoning. A pair of ponds. Sorry. Yan. Pen. Okay. Ito. A pair of pants cost 240 pesos. Then the cost was reduced by 15%. Yan. Sige, ito na lang. The cost was reduced by 15%. What is the new cost of the pants? 1, 222, 2, 210, 0.06, 3, 206, 4, 196, and 5, 186. Yung tinatanong dito ay yung pair of pants o isang pares ng pantalon ay nagkakahalaga ng 240 pesos. Ngayon, nag-sale sila, no? And it was reduced or nabawasan ito ng 15% yung kanyang presyo. So ilan na daw yung bagong presyo? So kapag na-encounter natin itong kind of question, no? Gagamitan lang natin ito ng formula, no? Yung formula natin para makuha yung new cost is ito. So we have new cost, or let us denote it by letter N and C. N and C, no, meaning new cost is equals to old cost or original cost, OC, original cost, minus 15%, no, or yung percentage ng original cost, or that is 15%, or in decimal point, if i-convert natin to by decimal point, no, ano lang yan, 15 divided by 100, or kaya naman 0.15 of the original cost. Yan. So, ano yung original cost natin or original na price? That is 240. 240 minus 0.15 times yung original cost, which is 240. Yan. So, 15% of 240 is, yan. So, i-multiply mo lang itong 0.15 and 40. Yan. So, 240 minus the product when you multiply 0.15 and 240, that is sa 100, ng 15% ng 100 is 15. So 15%, 15 sa 200 is 30, and then 15% of 40 is, wait, ilan ba yan? So ano lang yan, 240 Ito, 240 times 0.15, no? Kaya naman 0.15 times 240. Yan. So, 0, 4 times 5, 20. Yan. 4 times 1, that's 4 plus 2, that's 6. And then 2 times 5, that is 10. 1, and then 2 times 1, that's 2, plus 1, that's 3. Yan. So 0, 0, 6, and 3. Ilan yung decimal point? 1, 2. So mag-count tayo ng 2 decimal points from the right. So 1, 2, so that's 36. So 15% of 240 is 36. So 240 minus 36, yan. So makukuha na natin yung bagong presyo ng isang pares ng pantalon. So 240 minus 36, that is 200 and 204. Ano? 36 ka. 204. So our correct answer here, erase muna natin itong nakalinya. Yan. So walang 204 sa choices. Now again, 240. Double check muna natin. 2 times 5, 10 plus 1. That is, yeah, 2 times 5 is 10. So carry 1. 2 times 1, 2 plus 1, 3. So 36. 240 minus 36 is 204. Pero dito sa options, wala tayong nakitang 204. Yung meron lang is 222, 210, 206, 196, and 186. Again, paulit-ulit ko na itong pinapa-remind sa mga takers natin na bawal walang sagot sa kahit anong question. So, hahanap tayo ng pinakamalapit na sagot. In this case, yung pinakamalapit na sagot ay itong number 3. Yan, number 3 yung tamang sagot. So, correct answer is number 3. Ito yung pinakamalapit na sagot. Yan. Sige. Yan. Next is number 72. Next question tayo. I-delete muna natin itong mga nakasulat. Yan. Sige, number 72. Michael scored, ito. Si Michael daw ay nakakuha ng puntos na 260 noong siya ay nasa junior year pa, no? On the school basketball team. He scored 205 more points during his senior year. How many points did he score during his senior year? Ito, masyadong madali lang, no? Kasi kung i-analyze natin yung question, no? Noong junior year pa daw si Michael, nakakuha siya ng 260 points. Yan. And then nung senior year na siya, nasa senior year na siya, nadagdagan lang ng 205 more points yung kanyang nakuhang puntos. So ilan daw yung total na number of points yung nakuha niya noong siya ay nasa senior year. Ang gagawin lang natin dito, no, i-add lang itong 260 and 205 kasi nadagdagan nga lang, no? So 260 plus 205, that is 465. So hanapin natin sa option yung 465, 52, 208, 312, 345. Yan, walang 465 sa option pero merong 412, no? Again, kahit wala sa option yung tamang sagot, hahanap tayo ng pinakamalapit na sagot. In this case, yung pinakamalapit na sagot ay 412. So yan yung isasagot natin. Correct answer is number 5, 412. Next. Next tayo, number 73. Brian is a real estate agent. He makes 2.5% commission on each sale. During the month of June, he sold 3 houses. The houses sold for 1,530,000, 2,099,000, and 1,200,000, siguro 201 ito, no? 201, nagka-typographical error lang. Masanay na kayo, no? Kasi sa mga exams talaga hindi maiiwasan na may ma-encounter kayo ng mga typographical error. So, siguro this is 1,201,000. So, what was Brian's total commission on these three sales? Yan. Sabi dito, si Brian ay isang real estate agent, no? So, kada nakapag-sold siya or nakapagbenta siya ng bahay, no, sa bawat benta, meron siyang commission na 2.5%, no, sa bawat kita ng bahay na maibebenta. Yan. So, ibig sabihin, may tatlong bahay na naibenta si Brian, no? And bawat bahay doon or bawat presyo ng bahay, mayroong 2.5% siyang commission na matatanggap. So may tatlong bahay, ibig sabihin, bawat bahay meron siyang commission na 2.5% ng presyo nito. So, we will be dealing, no? Ibig sabihin, 2.5% of itong unang bahay, 2.5% ng itong bahay, and 2.5% of this price of the house. And then, pag nagsama natin siya, yan yung kabuuang matatanggap ni Brian sa kanyang komisyon. Yan yung isosolve natin. Paano ba yan gawin? No? So, i-multiply lang natin itong 2.5% by 1,530,000, and then you record the number, and then multiply ulit itong 2.5% dito sa 2,099,000, and then i-record yung sagot, and then 2.5% multiplied to 1,201,000, and then i-record yung sagot. Yung mga sagot ng bawat isa, no, ay i-add natin. Pero sir, meron bang mas madaling way, no, para i-solve tong ganitong kind of problem? Kasi we will be dealing big numbers, no? Napakalaki ng mga numbers na ito. So baka mahirapan tayo. Hindi pa naman tayo ina-allow maggamit ng calculator during the exam. So, yung gagawin natin ay ganito. So, alam natin na yung 2.5%, no, sa 100, no, for example, kung meron tayong 100 pesos, yung 2.5% dyan ay equivalent to 2.5 pesos. No? Again, for every 100, yung 2.5% dyan ay equivalent sa 2.5. Again, 2.5% of 100 is equivalent to 2.5. Yan. Again, sa 100. Sa 1,000 naman, so kung meron tayong 1,000, 2.5% of 1,000, meaning, i-multiply lang natin. Ilang 100 ba meron sa 10,000? Di ba 10? So, yung 2.5, i-multiply lang natin yan by 10, no? 2.5 by 10, that is 25. Yan yung gagawin natin. And then, yung next, no? Yung gagawin natin, para hindi tayo malito sa solve ng napakalaking number, lalo na pag maraming zeros, no? Yung gagawin natin ay i-identify natin kung ilang tigwa 1,000 meron itong 1,530,000, no? Yan yung gagawin natin. So, meaning, sa 1,530,000, sa 1 million na meron na tayong 1,000 na tinagtagwa 1,000, no? So, 1,000 or 1,530,000, if divide natin to by 1,000, yung total niya is 1,530, no? 1,530. Ito ay multiply natin by 25. Kasi yan yung commission na matatanggap niya. Yan. So, what is 1,530 multiplied by 25? So, siguro naman, mas simplify na natin ito as compared to itong 1,530,000 multiplied by 2.5%, no? Masyadong mahaba yung computation. So, in this case, mas simplify natin yung pagsosolve ng problem. Yan. So again, marunong naman siguro kayong mag-solve no ng multiplication. So 1,000, di ko na ipapakita yung pagmo-multiply, no? Kasi I know marunong naman kayong mag multiply. 1,530 times 25, that is 38,250. 38,250. Ito naman, ang next na gagawin natin ay i-identify kung ilang tigwa 1,000 meron dito sa 2,099,000. So that is the same, no? So that's 2,000, no? Pag i-divide natin yan by 1,000, yung 2,099, ang equivalent niyan ay 2,099. Yan. Times 25, no? Kasi yung 25 dito yan galing sa 2.5%. So 2.5% na alam natin for every 1,000 ng 2.5% is 25. Huh? So yan. So 2,099 times 25, that is 52,475. 52,475. So again ha, you master the multiplication and division, yung mga simple operations, kasi hindi kayo allowed to use calculators or even cell phones during the exam. Next naman is itong 1,201. I mean 1,201,000, no? Again, typographical error lang itong 1 dito. I mean 2, no? Wala, hindi yan nag-exist. Kasi wala namang hindi naman apat na numbers yung in between the commas, no? Anyway, so 1,201,000 divided by 1,000 magiging 1,201. Multiply again by 25 kasi 2.5% yung kanyang matatanggap na commission for every house sold, no? That is 1,201 times 25, that is 30,025. 30,025. Yan. Itong tatlo naman, 38,250, 52,475, and 30,025, no? Yan, i-add natin yan para malaman natin kung ilan talaga yung kabuuang commission na matatanggap ni Brian. Yan. So we have 10, carry 1, 5 plus 1, 6 plus 7, 13, 14, 15, carry 1. So 2 plus 1, 3, plus 4, 7. That's 7. Oh no. 7. And then 8 plus 2, that is 10. Carry 1. 3 plus 1, 4. Plus 5, that is 9. And then plus 3, 12. So that is 120,750. Ito yung hahanapin natin. Again, 120,750. Yan yung hahanapin natin sa option. So 120,000 nandito siya sa number 2. Again, 120,750, yan yung tamang sagot. Yan yung kabuuang commission na matatanggap ni Brian after niyang nakapagbenta ng tatlong houses na mayroong specific na prices na binigay. Number 74. Peter purchased 14 new baseball cards for his collection. This increased the size of his collection by 35%. How many baseball cards does Peter now have? Now again, si Peter daw, bumili siya ng 14 kabagong baseball cards, no? Meron siyang bagong 14 new baseball cards. Ibig sabihin, nadagdagan by 35%, no, nadagdagan by 35% yung kabuang bilang ng kanyang baseball cards. Yan. Yung tanong, ilan na lahat, no? Ilan na lahat yung kabuang bilang ng kanyang baseball cards kasali na itong bago niyang nabiling baseball cards na 14. So yung gagawin natin, no? is i-identify muna natin ilan ba yung cards, no? Yung lumang baseball cards ni Peter bago siya nakapagbili ng ah, bagong 14 na new baseball cards. Yan. So again, let us assume that the total number of um, baseball cards ni Peter ay X, no? Yan yung original na number of baseball cards niya. Ngayon, meron siyang bagong um, 14 na baseball cards. Yan, 14. Ngayon, itong 14 na ito ay 35% of 35% siya or ano ibig sabihin to? Ah, umingkrease siya or this is itong 14%, I mean 14 baseball cards, that is 35% of the total number of baseball cards na meron na si Peter. So meaning X times or X itong ito yung X na um, original na number of baseball cards na meron si Peter. Yan. So times 35%, 35% or kaya naman 0.35, no, itong 35% is equivalent lang yan sa 35 divided by 100. Now bakit sir? Kasi yung 35%, no, bawat 100. Kaya yung 35% ay equivalent lang yan sa 35 divided by 100 or equal to 0.35. Yan. So pwedeng 35% or pwede ring 0.35 times x is equals to 14. Now yung goal natin is mahanap itong amount ni x, no? Or ilan yung kabuang bilang ng baseball cards na meron before si Peter. So yung gagawin natin is itong 0.35 times x is equals to 14. Para x na lang yung matira sa kabila, no, property of equality, magde-divide tayo ng 0.35 sa bawat side. Yan. So makakancel na itong 0.35, ang matitira si x. Ngayon 0.14, no? 0.14 divided by 0.35, I mean 14 divided by 0.35, that is 40. Sir, yan na ba yung tamang sagot? Hindi pa. Kasi ito yung original na number na meron si Peter card. Ito yung original na number of baseball cards na meron si Peter. Pero sabi dito, bumili siya ng 14 o 14 na new baseball cards. So nadagdagan ng 14, no, or 14 yung kanyang baseball cards. Yung tanong, how many baseball cards does Peter now have, no? Ilan na yung kabuang bilang ng baseball cards ni Peter kasali na yung bagong baseball card. So 40 plus 14, that is 54. So our correct answer here is number 5, 54. Again, correct answer is number 5, 54. Next number tayo, number 75. Corey purchased a frying pan that was on sale for 25% off, no? She saved 25.75 peso with the sale. What was the original price of the frying pan? Sabi dito, no, bumili si Corey ng frying pan o yung sa Bisaya kaka, no? Frying pan or lutuan, no? Nag-sale siya 25% off, no? And nakatipid siya ng 25.75 pesos with the sale. So ibig sabihin, itong 25% off is equivalent yan doon sa 25.75 na na-save ni Cory. Meaning, yung original price or OP, kapag minultiply natin yan ng 25%, no, equivalent yan dito sa 25.75 na pesos. Yan. So yung hinahanap natin dito ay yung original price. So ilan yung original price? Yung gagawin natin is di ba meron na tayong equation, no? Original price, pag multiply ng 25% is equal to 25.75, no? So, ang gagawin natin ay convert muna natin yung 25% to decimal point, that is OP, original price, times 0.25. The same lang yan sila. Is equal to 25.75. Yan. And then, para ma-determine natin yung original price, i-divide natin both side, no, property of equality, by 0.25. Dito naman, 0.25. Para makancel ito, OP na lang yung natira. Ngayon, 25.75 divided by 25, that is 103. So, yung original price pala, no, ng ah yung original price ng frying pan o ng lutuan ay 103. This is 103. So, hanapin natin yung 103 sa option. Andito siya sa number 5. So, correct answer is number 5. Dito naman tayo sa number 76. How much is 2/3 of 1/4? Yan. Again, yung tanong is, ilang 2/3 daw yung 1/4? Di ba pag sinabi natin 1/4, that is 1/4. So, 2/3 of 1/4 is ano daw, no? Again, how much is 2/3? Ilang 2/3 ang meron sa 1/4? I mean, how much is 2/3? Oh, ilan yung 2/3 sa 1/4? Yung gagawin natin ay i-multiply lang natin ito, no? So yung gagawin natin, rule of multiplying, um ito ha, x yan kasi multiplication. Rules in multiplying, uh, tawag nito, in multiplying fraction ay numerator to numerator, denominator times denominator, then reduce to lowest term. Yan. So, 2 times 1, that is 2. And then 3 times 4, that is 12. Yan. So, 2 over 3 times 1/4, that is 2 over 12. Is this the final answer? No, kasi dapat ano pa ito, dapat naka-reduce to lowest term. So, pwede pa natin itong i-divide by 2, yung common factor nila. So, 2 divided by 2, that is 1. And then 12 divided by 2, that is 6. So, correct answer is 1 over 6. Yan. Correct answer is 1 over 6. Andito siya sa number 2. Yan. Again, correct answer is 1 over 6, number 2. Number 77. If a can of soda weighs 3/4 of a pound, no, that is 3/4 of a pound, bawat soda daw, yung lata ng soda, that is 3/4 of a pound. Yan. So, meaning that is 0.75 pounds. How much do 6 cans of soda weigh? 1 for 4 and 1/3 pounds, 2 4 and 1/2 pounds, 3 4 and 3/4 pounds, 4 and 6 pounds, and or 5 4 and 7 over 6 pounds. Yan. So yung gagawin natin, no, kasi bawat bote daw or bawat can or lata ng soda, that is yung timbang niya ay 3/4. So kung meron tayong 6 na lata ng soda, ilan daw yung kabuang timbang ng 6 na lata? So that is 3/4 times 6, no, kasi multiplication lang tayo, times 6. So alam natin na kapag yung whole number na 6, meron niyang denominator na 1, no? So 3 times 6, that is 18 over 4 times 1, that is 4. Again, iba-iba po yung rules ng addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. In this case, yung rules ng multiplication of fraction yung sinusunod natin kasi yung kailangan na operation ay multiplication. Yan, so 18 divided by 4, simplify pa natin. No, that is 4. No? Kung 18 divided by 4, 'di ba? Pag i-divide natin yan by 4, this is 4. 4 times 4, that is 16. Meron pang carry or remainder na 2. So that is 4 and 2 fourth. Yan. So again, 4 and 2 fourth. Pero itong 2 fourth, pwede pa natin itong ma-reduce to lowest term. Paano? I-divide natin siya by common factor. So yung common factor ng 2 fourth is, for example, ito 2 fourth divided by 2. 2 times 2, 2 divided by 2, that is 1. 4 divided by 2, that is 2. So our final answer is 4 and 1/2 pounds. LBS. Pounds. Ito. Yan. So 4 and 1/2 pounds. Yan yung hahanapin natin sa option. 4 and 1/2 pounds. Ito yun. Number 2. Again, correct answer is number 2. Erase muna natin dito, no, na part. Yan. Number 78 tayo. Number 78. In a science experiment, Tessie needed 1/2 of a gram of sand. If Bong gave her 1/4 of his amount, how much sand did he give Tessie? Yan. So sa science experiment daw, nangangailangan ng 1/2 or kalahating gramo ng sand si Tessie. Ngayon, para mabigay itong 1/2 of gram ng sand, nagbigay si Bong ng 1/4 ng kanyang amount of sand. Yung tanong, ilang gramo, no? How much sand or ilan yung sand na binigay ni Bong kay Tessie? Yan. Again ha, merong yung tanong natin dito ay ilan yung binigay, no? Ilan yung binigay ni Bong doon kay Tessie. So yan. So let us assume that yung kabuuang amount na meron si Bong ay X, no? X gram of sand. Ngayon, yung 1/4 niyan, so times 1/4, yan. So yung 1/4 ng ano niyan, yung 1/4 ng X ay binigay niya doon kay Tessie. So X times 1/4 is equals to 1/2 gram, no? 1/2 gram of, ay sorry, 1/2 gram of, yan, 1/2 gram of sand. So yung hahanapin natin ay itong si X. Paano ba yan? So i-divide natin both side by 1/4. Ito 1/4 and ito din 1/4. So makakancel ito, ang matitira na lang ay si X. X is equals to 1/2, no? 1/2 over or divided by 1/4. Yan, 1/2/4. Ngayon, sa rules naman, in dividing fraction, yung mangyayari is you get the reciprocal, no? Kapag sinabing reciprocal, yung kabaligtaran, no? You get the reciprocal of the denominator. Ito yung denominator. No, pag kukunin natin yung reciprocal, instead of 1/4, ang mangyayari magiging 4/1 yan siya. And then proceed to the rule of multiplication. So meaning, ang gagawin natin is 1/2 times yung reciprocal ng 1/4 is 4/1. So ang mangyayari, 1 times 4 is equals to 4 divide over 2 times 1, that is 2. So 4 times 2 is ilan? 4 divided by 2, I mean 4 divided by 2, that is 2. So meaning 1 half divided by 1/4, that is 2 grams. Yan. So 2 grams yung kabuang ah, yung amount of sand na meron si Bong. Pero hindi pa ito yung final na answer. Kasi sabi dito, yung 1/4 o yung 1/4 ng 2 grams ay binigay niya doon kay Tessie. Ang tanong, ilan yung binigay niya kay Tessie? So ang mangyayari is uh, i, i, kukunin natin yung 1/4 ng 2. So that is x is equal to uh, 2 grams, 1/4 of x, sorry. Again ha, yung binigay na, kukunin natin yung 1/4 ng 2. So 1/4 times 2 is over 1 kasi merong 1 yung mga whole numbers. 1 times 2, that is 2 over 4 times 1 is 4 times 1 is 4. So 2 over 4. Masisimplify pa natin to by dividing the common factor. Yung common sa kanila ay 2. So 2 divided by 2 divided by 2, that is 1. And then 4 divided by 2, that is 2. So yung binigay niya ay 1 half. 1 half yung binigay ni Bong kay Tessie. 1/2 grams of 1/2 of a gram of sand. So correct answer is itong number 2. Again, for number 78, yung correct answer is number 2. Dito naman tayo sa number 79. Number 79. Dito no, in the barangay election, candidate Husay got 1/8 of the votes. Candidate Magaling naman got 1/6 of the votes, and candidate Bayani got 1/3 of the votes. What portion of the votes did the three candidates receive altogether? So yung gagawin lang natin dito, no, i-add lang natin yung total number of votes na nakuha ni Husay, ni Bayani at saka ni Magaling. So paano ba yan? So ilan yung kay Husay? 1/8. Dagdagan lang kasi sabi dito ilan yung portion. So kailangan nating malaman kung ilan yung kabuang total ng number of votes in percentage ng tatlong candidate. So 1/8 kay Husay plus yung kay Magaling 1/6 plus yung kay candidate Bayani na 1/3. Again ha, sabi ko kanina, in the operations in the fraction, iba-iba yung ruling. Iba yung sa subtraction at saka sa addition, iba rin yung sa multiplication, and iba rin yung sa division. So sa addition and subtraction, the same lang yan sila. Yung gagawin mo, yung gagawin natin ay 1/3. Yung gagawin natin ay kukunin lang natin yung common denominator or yung common na ng tatlo, ng common denominator ng 8, 6, at 3. Ano ba yung least common multiple pala? No, least common multiple ng 8, 6, and 3. Yung kanilang, so maghahanap tayo ng number na pwedeng ma-divide sa kanilang, na pwedeng itong 8, 6, and 3 ay pwedeng i-divide sa number na yon. No? For example, 12. Try natin yung 12. Si 12, pwede ba ma-divide kay 3? Yes, pwede. Kasi yung 12 divided by 3 ay 4. Dito naman 12 divided by 6, pwede rin kasi 12 divided by 6 ay 2. Pero itong sa 12 divided by 8 ay hindi siya pwede. No, kasi meron pa siyang decimal point. No, yung result niya ay merong decimal point. So hindi pwedeng 8 yung kanilang least common multiple. So usually yung ginagawa ay i-multiply lang sila tatlo. Pero pag alam naman natin yung least common multiple, for example, ito, in this case, yung LCM nila ay 24. Yan. So kasi 24 pwedeng i-divide si 3, that is 8. Ito namang 24 pwedeng i-divide si 6, that is 3. I mean 4. And then 24 divided by 8, that is 3. So pwede. So meaning ito yung kanilang least common multiple. So yung gagawin ay i-divide natin ito each by each by denominator. So starting with number 8. 24 divided by 8, that is 3, di ba? 24 divided by 8, that is 3. Tapos yung sagot, no? 3 times 1, that is 3. Yan yung ilalagay natin dito sa numerator. And then copy the sign, that is plus. Next tayo sa pangalawang fraction. 24 divided by 6, that is 4. No? Again, 24 divided by 6, that is 4. Tapos multiply by 1. 4 times 1, that is 4. Next is, ito namang sa copy the sign, no? That is plus. And then, dito na naman tayo sa pangatlong fraction. 24 divided by 3, that is 8. 8 times 1, no? Sa numerator, that is 8. So meaning, yung numerator natin ay 3 plus 4 plus 8. That is, yan yung i-add natin, 3 plus 4, that is 7 plus 8 equals 15. 15 yung numerator and then divided by 24. Yan, kasi copy lang natin itong kanilang LCM. Ngayon, hindi pa ito yung final answer kasi kukunin pa natin yung kanilang lowest term, no? So that is 15 divided by 24. Maghahanap tayo ng number na pwedeng i-divide kay 15 at 24. Pwede ba si 1? Yes, pwede, pero masyadong maliit, no, walang mangyayari. Si 2 pwede ba? No, kasi 15 divided by 2, merong decimal point yung answer. Dapat whole number yung answer. So 24, although 24 divided by 2 is pwede, pero again, hindi pwede yung sa 15 divided by 2. Next is 15 divided by 3, yes, pwede. 24 divided by 3, pwede rin. So, yung kanilang common, no, common factor is 3. So, 15 divided by 3, that is 5 over 24 divided by 3, that is 8. So, 5 over 8, yan yung final answer. Kasi hindi na ito ma-convert to simplest form, no? Yan. So, correct answer is 5 over 8. Andito siya sa number 4. Option number 4. Again, number 79. Correct answer is number 4, 5 over 8. Next, number 80. For the month of June 2016, a city police station registered a total of 150 complaints, 70% of which were classified as crimes against person. What is the number of complaints not falling under this classification? Yan. Noong 2016 daw, June 2016, yung City Police Station, nakapagtala sila ng 150 na reklamo. No, merong 150 na reklamo noong 2016. Ngayon, yung 70% ng 150, so that is 70% of 150 ay mga classified na crimes against person. No, this is crime against person. And then, ang tanong, ilan daw yung number of complaints not falling under this classification? Meaning, yung hindi yung tanong ay ilan daw yung number of complaints na hindi crime against person, no, yung iba. So meaning yan yung 30% na natira ng 150. So ilan ba yung 30% of 150? Sir, saan mo kinuha yung 30%? Dito yan sa 100, di ba? Yung kabuuan ay 100%, no? So meron na tayong 70% na classified as crimes against person. So meaning yung 100, babawasan natin yan ng 70%, ito 100%, that is equal to 30%. Ngayon, itong 30%, yan yung mga complaint na hindi under the classification of crime against person. So 30% of 150 is equal to yan. So 30% o 30% is equal to 30 divided by 100 or 0.3. Yan. So 0.3 times 150 yan is equal to yan, yung one sa 100, 30% of 100 is 30, and then 30% of 50 is 15, or 50% of 30, yes, 15. So that is, correct answer is 45. Yan. Correct answer is 45 yung number of complaints, no? Number of complaints na hindi related sa crimes against person. Correct answer is number 2, 45. Again, number 2, 45. 81. Jay runs 6 kilometers on Monday, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and 4 kilometers on Tuesdays, Thursday, and Saturdays. If he runs 40 kilometers each week, how many kilometers does he run on Sundays? Yan. So, 'di ba meron tayong yung calendar, for example, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, at saka Saturday. Yan. Sabi dito tumatakbo si Jay kada Monday or kada Lunes, Miyerkules at saka Biyernes, no, 6 kilometers yan bawat araw. Pag Tuesday naman, Tuesday, Thursday at saka Saturday, yung tinatakbo niyang kilometers ay 4 kilometers. Yung tanong, ilang kilometro daw yung kailangan niyang takbuhin sa linggo kapag each week or bawat linggo ay tumatakbo siya ng total of 40 kilometers. So i-record natin yan. Again, 6 kilometers kapag Monday. So lagay natin 6, and then 6 sa Monday, 6 sa Wednesday, at saka 6 sa Friday. And then yung Thursday, Saturday, and Tuesday naman ay 4. So again, 4 Tuesday, 4 Thursday, and 4 sa Saturday. Ngayon, dapat mag-equal ito sa 40. Yan. So hindi pa natin alam kung ilan yung kilometro na kailangan niyang ah, takbuhin kapag linggo or Sunday. So lalagay natin x kasi yan yung hinahanap natin. So i-add natin ito, x plus 6 plus 4 plus 6, yan, plus 4, ganyan. So is equal to 40. Ngayon, para yung matira, i-add muna natin ito, x plus 6 plus 4, that's 10, plus 6, 16, plus 4, 20, plus 6, 26, plus 4, 30. So that is x plus 30 is equal to 40. Ngayon, para x na lang yung matira, mag-ano tayo ng property of equality, no? Magma-minus tayo ng 30 both sides. So minus 30, ito naman 40 minus 30. So x na lang yung matira, is equals to 40 minus 30, that is 10. Ito yung kailangan mong lakarin or takbuhin dito sa Sunday para makuha mo yung goal, or para makuha ni Jay yung kanyang goal na 40 kilometers each week. Meaning, kailangan niyang tumakbo ng 10 kilometro sa Sunday para ma-meet yung kanyang goal na 40 kilometers per week. Yan. So correct answer is number 4, 10 kilometers. Again, number 4, 10 kilometers. Number 82 tayo. 28 boxes were stacked so that each layer above the bottom layer consists of one box fewer than the layer immediately below it. The top layer contains only one box. So how many layers make up the stack? Yan, ito siya. Erase muna natin ito. Sabi dito, no? Sabi dito, meron tayong 28 na boxes. Yan. So, ang in-arrange yung 28 boxes in this way. Sabi dito, yung each layer above, yan, each layer above the bottom layer consists of one box fewer, or again, mas kaunti yung, for example, ito yung bottom or ito yung pang pinakailalim na layer ng stack. O di ba pag sinabing stack, pinagpatong-patong. So, for example, kung ito yung pinaka-bottom na layer, yung kasunod na layer pataas ay mas mababa ng isa yung number of boxes. Yan. So, ang tanong dito, kung yung top layer ay meron lang isang box, ilang layer ng stack, no, ilang layer ng stack yung kailangan natin para ma-file natin lahat or ma-arrange itong 28 na boxes. So start tayo with, no, i-illustrate natin. Yung top layer din daw natin ay isang box. So meaning, and sabi dito, that each layer above the bottom, no, each layer above the bottom consists of one box fewer. So mas kakaunti siya. So meaning kung mas kakaunti itong sa taas, meaning ng isa, meaning itong kasunod ng pinakataas ay magdadagdag lang ng isa, no? So magiging dalawa itong kasunod, and then yung kasunod nito madadagdagan na naman ng isa. Yan, box. And then, madadagdagan na naman ng isa. May apat na box. 3 and 4. And then, madadagdagan na naman ng isa. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then, madadagdagan ulit ng isa. Bawat stack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then, madadagdagan pa ng isa. No? 1, 2, 3, no, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Ngayon, bilangin natin kung umabot na ba siya ng 28 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So 28 na. Meron na tayong 28 and naka-follow na tayo dito sa condition na each layer above na ito. For example, ito yung bottom na mayroong 7, and then each layer above, ito yung above ng bottom ay fewer, no? Kung i-compare natin, itong pinakailalim meron siyang 7 na boxes, then yung kasunod pataas ay 6 na lang. So meaning fewer siya or mas kaunti siya ng isa as compared dito sa baba. Yan. So ilan ba yung layer na nagawa natin? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So meron tayong 7 na layers na nabuo kapag pinagpatong-patong natin yung 28 na boxes given the condition. So correct answer ay number 2, 7. Again, number 2, 7. Dito naman tayo sa number 83. Sabi dito, how many meters of rope are necessary to tie off a protective area around a hazardous building that is 7.5 meters wide by 9.0 meters long? Yan. So, kung meron tayong building, for example, kasi sabi dito, meron tayong building. For example, ha, ganyan. And then surrounded siya, ito, for example, surrounded siya ng fence. So, sabi dito, ilang meters daw yung rope ang kailangan para para necessary to tie off or para mapalibutan ito lahat, no, ng lubid. Na yung building or yung area around the building is 7.5 meters long, ito, 7.5 meters long, and then ito naman 9.0. So ilan ba yung meters na kailangan para ma-enclose natin ito lahat? So gagamitan lang natin yan ng perimeter, no? Kukunin natin yung perimeter ng area. So that is perimeter, yung formula ng perimeter is P is equals twice the length and width. Yan. So length, ito yung 7.5, and then yung width, ito yung lawak, no, or wide. Yan. So P is equals to 2 times, ilan ba yung length or yung long, that is 7.5, no? Plus yung W or yung width is 9.5. So is equal to 2 times 7.5 plus 9.5, or 9 lang pala ito, sorry. No? 7.5 plus 9, that is 16.5. 16.5. Yan. So 16.5 times 2, that is 33 meters. So kailangan natin ng 33 meters para yan yung kailangan nating metro ng lubid para maprotektahan natin yung entire area na nakapalibot ng building. So correct answer is 33 meter. Andito siya sa number 4, no? 33 meter, that is number 4. Next, number 84. A group of 54 coins consists of 10 peso coin, no? 10 peso coin, 5 peso coins, and 1 peso coins. If there are twice as many 10 pesos as 5 pesos and 10 more 1 peso coins than 5 pesos, how many 1 coins are there? Yung tanong dito, meron tayong 54 ka coins. Pero sa 54 coins na yon, merong tigsa 10 piraso, merong tag the 10 peso coin or yung 10 pesos, meron ding 5 pesos, merong tagpipiso, no? Tagpipiso. So ang ibig sabihin niyan, merong tayong 10 ay So again meron tayong 10 peso coin, meron tayong 5 peso coin, and meron tayong 1 peso coin. Yan. Let us assume na itong 5 peso coin ay X, no? Yan yung X yung 5 peso coin. Sabi dito, there are twice as many 10 peso coin. So meaning, merong yung kung ilan yung 5 peso times 2 yung number of 10 pesos. So meaning that is 2x, no? That is denoted by 2x or twice the number of x, which is 5 peso. And then sabi din dito, 10 more 1 peso coins, no? 10 more 1 peso coins than 5. So meaning, merong plus 10, no? Kung merong sa tig-isang 5, merong 10 na mas mahigit yung 1 peso coin. So that is x plus 10. So kapag pinagsama natin to lahat, that is equal to 54. So yan. So gagawin natin 2x plus x, no, plus x plus 10 is equal to 54. Yan. No, i-add lang natin ito yung bilang nila kasi yung total naman nila is 54 coins. So pagsamahin lang natin yung magkaparehas yung mukha. For example, ito 2x, x at saka x. So 2x plus x, no? Understood na yan na merong mga 1 dyan before x. So 2 plus 1 plus 1, that is 4x plus 10. No? Plus 10 is equals to 54. Yan. So para 4x na lang yung matira dito sa kabila, ay ililipat natin ito dito sa sa 54 sa kabila. So that is property of equality. So 4x is equal to 54 minus 10. Yan. So 4x is equals to 44. Yan. So again, 4x is equals to 44. Yan na ba yung yan na ba yung number of ito na ba yung final answer? Of course hindi kasi yung hahanapin natin ay yung x. So divided by x. Divided by 4 para x na lang yung matira. Divided by 4. So x is equals to again 44 divided by 4, that is 11. Pero yung tanong, no? So si x merong 11, meaning yung tagsi 5 ay merong tayong 11 ka tigpa 5 peso. Pero yung tanong dito, how many 1 peso coins are there? So meron tayong x plus 10 sa 1 peso. So x plus 10, alam natin na yung x is 11. So 11 plus 10 is equals to 1 peso coin. Yan. So 11 plus 10, that is 21. Yan yung bilang ng tigpipiso. Yan. So correct answer is 21. No, ito 21. That is number 4, 21. Next tayo, number 85. Baste have saved 8,000 and intends to gift Alex an iPad that costs 22,000. In how many days will he have to save 400 daily to be able to buy the iPad? Yan. So, gustong regaluhan ni Alex, gustong regaluhan ni Basti si Alex ng iPad na nagkakahalaga ng 22,000. Pero 8,000 pa lang yung naipon niya, no? So ilang araw daw mag-iipon si Baste pag meron siyang 400 pesos daily savings or kapag nakapag-ipon siya ng 400 every day, no? So yung gagawin natin ay i-minus lang natin yung 28 dito sa 22. So that is 22,000 minus 8,000, that is equal to 22 divided by 22 minus 8,000, that is 14,000, no? 14,000. Yan. Tama ba? 14. Yes, 14,000. So yung 14,000 na lang yung kailangan ni Baste para mabili na niya yung iPad na gusto niyang iregalo kay Alex. Pero yun na nga, kailangan pa niyang mag-ipon ng 400 every day. So ilang araw siya mag-iipon para makuha niya itong 14,000. So ang gagawin ay i-divide lang natin yung 14,000 by 400. That is 400. So ilang 400 meron sa 1/4, that is 3, no? 3 times 400 is 1,200. Yan. So 1,200, that is bring down 0, 0, 0, and 4 minus 2, that is 6. So ilang? 400 meron sa 600. 6. Oh, yan na nga. 600, that 6,000 pala, sorry. Ilang 400, that is, tama ba? I know, that is 2. 2 lang pala ito, 2,000, sorry. 4 minus 2, that is 2, so 2,000. Ilang 400 meron sa 2,000. So 2,000 divided by 400, that is 5. So 5 times 400, that is 2,000. So ilang araw siya magtitipon? That is 35. Correct answer is 35. Yan. So kailangan niyang mag-ipon ng 35 days. For 35 days, kapag meron siyang naiipon na 400 para makuha niya yung target na 14,000 para mabilhan niya si Alex ng iPad na nagkakahalaga ng 22,000. Correct answer again is number 2, 35. Dito naman tayo sa dito tayo sa sequence, no? For items number 86 to 95, no, ito yung panghuling part ng numerical reasoning. Yan. So medyo challenging ito kasi ikaw yung mismo maghahanap ng pattern. No, walang constant pattern pag ganito yung mga series, no? Ikaw pa yung maghahanap ng pattern para makuha mo yung hinahanap. So yung direction dito is study the series of numbers given below and identify the correct answers from among the options. Yan. So una, meron tayong 31, 10, 3, and 12. So again, 31, 10, 3, at saka 12. So kung mapapansin natin, no, ay sorry. Kung mapapansin natin, itong 31, yung difference nila ay nagma-minus lang siya ng 20 minus 21, no? 31 minus 21 ay 10. Ito naman, 10 minus, sorry, ito naman, 10 minus 3, merong negative 7 na difference, no? 31 and 10, merong 21 na difference. And then, dito naman sa 3, merong 7 na difference. And dito naman sa 4, I mean, sa pang-apat, merong 3 plus 12, that is 9, no? Plus 9. So, ano yung sequence natin dito? So, we have minus 21 and then minus 7, tapos biglang nag-add ng 9. So, ano yung kasunod dito? Yan yung i-identify natin. Yan. So, kung mapapansin nyo, no, may pattern yan. So, merong, kapag ito, yung number, minultiply natin dito sa, ay sorry, yung number 3, kapag minultiply natin yan dito sa number 7 na 3 times negative 7, yan yung 21. Yan yung difference between the first, second number, no? So yung gagawin natin is i-multiply din natin itong 3 by 9 para makuha natin yung kasunod na number. So 3 times 9 and then i-add natin by 12. So 3 times 9, that is 27. Yan. So 27 yung difference, no, plus 27, yan yung difference between the next number, itong 12 at saka yung next number. So 12 plus 27 is ilan? 12 plus 27, that is 9. 1 plus 3 is 39. So 39 yung sunod na number. Again, yung pattern ay ganito. Yung 31 minus 21 ay 10. 10 minus 7 is 3. Yan. And then 3 plus 9 is 12. Tapos blank. Ano yung kasunod na number? Kung mapapansin natin yung pattern from 3, no? 3 times 7, no, ito 3 times 7, that is 21. Yung 21, yan yung difference, or yan yung yan yung difference between the first and the second number. So 31 and 10. So yan din yung ginawa natin para makuha yung next na number. So yung 3 times 9, that is 27, no? Ito 27. Tapos yung 27, yan yung i-add natin sa 12 para makuha yung sequence. Yan. So correct answer is 39, number 1, 39. Number 87. Number 87 naman is ganito. Meron tayong 2, 6, 21, at saka 88. Ano yung kasunod? Dito naman, no, meron tayong 4, 4 na pagitan dito, and then meron tayong 15 na pagitan dito, and then meron tayong ilan ba yung 21 and 88? 21, that is 67. Yan. So hindi consistent yung hindi consistent yung pattern. So maghahanap tayo ng iba pang pattern. Kung mapapansin nyo, no, dito, ano ba yung kasunod ng number 2? Dito sa unang number, 'di ba? 3. That is 3. Tapos ilan yung i-multiply mo dito para makuha yung next number, 'di ba? Times 3. So 3 times 2 is 6. Yan. Delete muna natin itong nasa taas. Tapos ang kasunod, ano yung kasunod na number ni 6? 'Di ba 7? Yan. Ano, times 2 lang pala ito, sorry. 3 times 2 is 6. Ano yung i-multiply mo dito kay 7 para makuha mo yung 21? 'Di ba times 3? Yan ito. Times 3. So 7 times 3 is 21. Ano yung kasunod na number ni 21? That is 22. Ano yung i-multiply mo kay 22 para makuha si 88? That is times 4. No, times 4. Yan. So 22 times 4, makukuha mo yung 88. Ano yung kasunod ni 88? That is 89. Yan. Anong i-multiply mo para makuha yung sunod na number? 'Di ba? Merong pattern, times 2, times 3, times 4. So 89, para makuha mo yung number, 89 times 5, yan yung, tapos yung sagot, yan na yung kasunod na number sa series. So 89 times 5, that is 9 times 5, 45. 8 times 5, 40. Plus 4, 444. So that is 445. So yung 445, kung hanapin natin sa option, ay nandito siya sa number 4. So 445, yung correct answer natin sa number 87. Yan. Next, number 88. Dito tayo sa number 88. Ito medyo madali lang ito, no? Kasi merong pattern, no? 13 minus 8, no? 13 minus 8, that is minus 5. And then yung difference naman dito, plus 4, no? So minus 5 plus 4, then dito naman minus 3 minus 3. And then ano yung kasunod dito? 'Di ba kung mapapansin nyo, pababa ng pababa yung number, yung dito sa pattern. Minus 5, 4, 3. Pero yung pag-add or pag-minus is alternate. Minus 5 plus 4 minus 3. Ibig sabihin, magpa-plus tayo sa sunod. Plus 2. 9 plus 2, that is 11. No? 11 minus 1 is 10. So, correct yung nahanap natin na pattern. So, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 or 13, 8, 12, 9, 11 yung hinahanap sa blank. So, correct answer is number 5, 11. No? Paano uli? 13 minus 8 is 5. No, 13 minus 5 is 8. No, 5 yung difference. And then 8, ilan yung number na kailangan para maging 12? 4. So, minus 5 plus 4. And then, ilan yung number para maging 9? Or ilan yung number na kailangan i-minus sa 12 para maging 9? Diba? 3. So, that is consistent na yung ano natin, yung pattern. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pero in alternating yung kanyang operation. No, minus 5 plus 4 minus 3 plus 2 minus 1. Again, correct answer yung hinahanap sa blank ay 11. That's number 5. Number 89. 5, 8, 40, 17, 20, 17, 23. Ito naman, madali lang ito, no? So, 8 times 5, ito lang. I-multiply lang yung magkasunod na number. 8 times 5 is 40. Ay, sorry. 8 times 5, again, 8 times 5 is 40. 8 times 40 is 320. 320 times 40, 320 times 40, 0, 4, 0, 8, 12. Ay, hindi pala. Sorry, hindi, mali yung nahanap ko na pattern. Sige, maghahanap tayo ng pattern na consistent. So, hindi yung consistent na pattern. Maghahanap tayo ng iba pang pattern. Ay, sorry. Yan, so, ano ba yung pwede dito? 5. Okay. 5 plus 3, no? 5 plus 3, yan, 5 plus 3. And then ito naman, 5 plus 3 para 8. Then dito, para maging 40, nag-multiply siya ng, nag-multiply ng 5. 8 times 5, no? Times 5. Or dito na lang tayo, magawa na lang tayo ng iba. Okay, dito, para mas malaki. This is 5, 8, 40, blank, 1720, and 1723. Yan. So dito, nag-add lang ng 3 para maging 8. Dito naman, nag-multiply ng 5 para maging 40. So ano yung kailangan ilagay sa next? Mag-a-add lang uli ng 3. So 40 plus 3, that is 43. Titingnan natin kung consistent ba siya. 43 times 5. Yan. So 43 times 5, that is 5 times 3, 15. Carry 1. 4 times 5, 20 plus 1. Ano? 43 times 5. Sorry. No. 43 times 15 pala. Ay, hindi. Hindi times 5. Sorry. Malito na ako. Itong 5 ay galing dito. So yung i-multiply natin sa 43 para makuha natin yung 1720 ay itong 40, no? Again, 8 times 5 is 40. Tapos 40 plus 3 is 43. 40 times 40, 43 times 40, yan, 43 times 40, 0, 4 times 3, 12, carry 2, 4 times 4 is 16, 17, no, 43, yan. So again, 12, 4 times 4, huh? No, 43 times 8, hindi rin, sorry. Sige, erase muna natin ito. Ilan ba yung 40 times 43? Ayun na nga, 40 times 43 is, sorry, so 43 times 40, 3 times 4 is 12, let's carry 1. And then 4 times 4 is 16, plus 1 is 17. So 1720, so tama. 1720 times, multiply lang sa 40, and then 1720 plus 3 na naman, that's 1723. So consistent na siya. So correct answer is itong number 143. Yan yung hinahanap sa blank, no? Again, 43. Paano ulit? 5 plus 3 naging 8, and then 8 times 5, 40. 40 plus 3, 43. 43 times 40 is 1720. 1720 plus 3, that is 1723. Yan. So correct answer is number 40, number 1, 43. Dito naman tayo, no? Dito, since nasa una yung hinahanap, yung blank, mag-start tayo ng pagkuha ng kanilang pattern dito sa hulihan, no? Dito, 310 para maging 350, nag-add ng 5, no? 310 plus 5 naging 315. Dito naman para maging 315 para maging 321, nag-add ng 6, no? 315 plus 6, 321. So dito naman 321 para maging 328, nag-add lang ng 7. So consistent na yung pattern. Plus 5, plus 6, plus 7. So probably ito plus 8. Plus 8, 328 plus 8 is 336. 336, ilan yung i-add para makuha yung nasa blank? Plus 5, plus 6, plus 7, plus 8. Dapat ito plus 9, no? Dito. So 336 plus 9 is 345. Correct answer is number 2, 345. Yan yung kasunod na, yan yung pinakauna na number, no? Sa series. Next number. Malapit na tayong matapos, no, sa numerical reasoning. So ito na lang ang until 95. Number 91, 50, 35, 47, 36, 44. Yan. So dito, kung mapapansin mo, no, yung 50 and 47 nag-minus 3 lang. So mayroong isang gap after number, no? And then dito naman, kapag tiningnan natin, nag-plus 1 lang siya. Yan. Tapos dito naman, 47 minus 3, 47 minus 3 ay, ito no, 50 minus 3 is 47. 35 minus plus 1, 36. 47 minus 3 is 44. So dapat ito magpa-plus 1 din tayo. So 36 is equals to 36 plus 1 is 37. So meaning itong nasa blank ay 37. Pero sir, walang 37 dito sa option. Pero merong 31, no? Again, pag wala sa option yung choices, yung tamang sagot, pag wala sa option yung tamang sagot, ay hanapin yung pinakamalapit na sagot. At yun yung isasagot natin. So in this case, yung pinakamalapit ay 31 na nasa number 3, no? That is 31, number 3. 92, 1, blank, 9, 17, 3. I-transfer natin yan dito. 1, 9, 17, 3, 13. No? Dito medyo na challenging siya na part para sa akin kasi nahirapan ako kanina kung paano to i-solve. Pero yun na nga, kailangan lang natin magtiyaga na hanapin yung tawag nito, yung pattern. So, yan, 1 and then black. So dito, since hindi natin ma-observe or hindi natin ma-identify muna yung yung difference ng or yung pattern sa pangalawa kasi nasa pangalawa yung blanco. So let us start by identifying the gap or yung difference between the two numbers na nasa hulihan. So yung gap nila dito ay 17 minus 3, 13, that is 4, no? 4. So 13 plus 4, so magpa-plus 4 tayo. 13 plus 4 magiging 17. Dito naman 17 para maging 9, no? 17 para maging 9 magiging ilan yung inad? Ilan yung inad dito or minus? 17 minus, yan, 17 minus 8 is 9, di ba? 17 minus 8 is 9. So ano yung kasunod? Dito naman, 8 plus 4 is 12, di ba? 8 plus 4 is 12. Pero this time, no? This time, yung gagawin natin ay ipa-plus na naman, no? Magpa-plus tayo kasi alternating plus at saka minus. So 8 plus 4 again 12. So yan yung ipa-plus natin dito. Plus 12. So 9 plus 12 is 21. 21. So dito naman, dapat magma-minus tayo. No, kasi nag-add na tayo sa taas. No, alternating yung operation. Add, minus, add. So dapat mag-minus dito tayo. So kung mapapansin mo, yung ina-add or mina-minus ay sum lang ng dalawang magkasunod na dinagdag or kinuha doon sa number. So for example, ito, yung dinagdag natin na 12 ay galing yan dito sa 8 plus 4. So yung idadagdag natin or yung kukunin natin dito ay dapat sum lang ng 8 at saka 12. So 12 plus 8 is 24. So minus 20, 21 minus 20 is 1. So consistent yung ating nahanap na findings. Meaning, itong nasa blank na 21, yan yung ating missing number sa ating sequence. Correct answer is, for number 92 is 21. Last three questions. Dito tayo. A, 78, blank, K, 18, P, 8, then U, 3. So, kailangan nating mahanap ng ang pattern sa number at saka sa letters, no? Sa letters muna tayo, no? That is ano kayo yung ilalagay natin dito? Anyway, sige. Start mo tayo sa number dito sa hulihan. Dito sa 3, nagdagdag lang tayo ng 5, no? We are adding 5 plus 5. And then dito sa sunod, 8 plus 18 minus 8 or 8 plus 10 naging 18, no? So nag times 2 lang yung 5. So dapat yung i-add natin dito for number magta times 2 din, that is plus 20. So 18 plus 20, that is 38. 38 yung number. Yan, so 38. So 38 yung iba-plus ulit natin dito ay dapat double ng 20, that is plus 40. So 38 plus 40, that is 78. So consistent yung ating number. So from the choices, meron tayong ito lang, number 4 lang yung merong 38. Pero how about the letter? Yan, sure ba tayo na F? So itatry natin. A, B, C, D, E, F. Yun, 5. And then F, G, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. 5 din. K, L, M, N, O, P. So 5 din. And then P, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U. So 5 yung pagitan ng bawat letter. So correct lang na number, itong sa missing box ay F yung missing na letter. So F, 38 yung correct answer. That is number 4. Yan. Dito naman tayo. Dito ay ano lang, kung mapapansin natin, no, yung letter ay magkasunod lang, no? V, W, so dapat X yung nasa yung letter na hinahanap dito sa blanco. V, W, X, Y at saka Z. So dito sa option, dalawa yung merong X. So eliminate na natin itong 1, 4 at saka 5. No, dalawa na lang yung pagpipilian natin. So 3 times 12, that is 36. Pero walang 36, no? Pero kasi yung gap dito ay 8, no? Yung gap between 3 at saka 12 ay 8. So 3 plus 8, yan. 3 plus 8 is 12. So kung mag-plus tayo dito, 8 plus, kung mag-plus 8, 12 plus 8, 20. Wala ring 20. How about 8 times 2, 16? 12 plus 16, that is 28. Wala ring 28 sa X. So paano ba ito? Sige. I-replicate muna natin yan. Pen. That is Z3. And then Y. Y12. And then blank. And then W192. And then V768. Yan. Dito no, again, yung letter ay sunod lang VW, so dapat X ito dito. Sure tayo na X yan. So ito wala na, ito wala na. Si 5, 4 at saka 1. Dito naman, so i-multiply, try natin multiply. So yung minultiply natin dito para makuha yung 12 ay 4, no? 3 times 4, that is 12. So mag-multiply tayo ng 4 dito times 4. 12 times 4, that is 48. So pwede. How about 48 times 4? Tama ba na 192? Sige, try natin. 48 times 4. 8 times 4 is 32. 4 times 4 is 16 plus 3, 19. So 192, correct. So consistent yung ating pattern. So meaning, correct answer is, yung missing dito sa blank ay x48. Yung x48 ay nandito siya sa number 3. Yan, x48. Dito naman sa number 35, no, last number for numerical reasoning, no, yung A1, E5, L12, Q15 at saka blank. Ano kaya yung missing? So kung mapapansin nyo, no, yung letter ay yan yung nag-i-indicate kung pang ilang letters sila sa alphabet. For example, ito no. Ah, erase ka muna, te. Pen, sige. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q. So hindi na natin hindi na natin ipagpatuloy kasi hanggang Q lang naman yung makikita natin na letter dito. So kung mapapansin nyo, kung lagyan natin sila ng number, assign na natin sila ng number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, at saka 17. Yan. 17 and then, sige, hanggang U na lang tayo. Q, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U. So this is 18, 19, 20, and 22. Yan. Ay, 21 pala, sorry. Yan, kung mapapansin nyo, si letter A ay 1. Yan, so A1, that is A1. So A and then 1. Si E naman is 5. Yan, so E tsaka 5. So nakuha na natin yung pattern. And then si L is 12. Tama din, L is 12. Pero si Q ay 17. Paano nangyaring naging Q si 17? This is a typographical error. So merong typographical error. Instead of O yung dapat ilagay kasi 15, Q yung nalagay ng naging encode siguro, no? Hindi natin alam kasi ito yung mga previous questions no na lumabas in the previous na POCOM exams. So maybe meron lang typographical error. So dapat O yan, hindi Q para fit pa rin sa 15. So yung P, 21 ba si P? Tingnan natin si P, 16 si P. So mali si number 1. Again, mali din sa number 2 kasi dapat 16 si P. And then itong number 3, U20. Tama ba na 20 si U? Mali kasi yung 20 si T. Si U ay 21. So U21, this is number 4. Correct answer is number 4, U21. Yan yung missing sa pattern or sa sequence. And that ends our rationalization for numerical reasoning. So if you have further questions, no, you can ask Sir Jerome so that Sir Jerome can also tawag nito, can address it to us and we can communicate yung mga questions or yung mga hindi masyadong or nalituhan doon sa mga ni-rationalize natin kasi medyo complex talaga yung numerical reasoning. And hopefully, kakaunti lang yung lalabas sa numerical reasoning kasi medyo challenging talaga siya. Or kung meron mang, kung marami mang lumabas na dito sa numerical reasoning, sana yung mga questions na verbatim dito sa ating mga ni-rationalize. At least, alam nyo na, kahit hindi nyo na isolve, alam nyo na yung tamang sagot, no? I guess that's it. that's it, no? So, stop sharing ko na and I will end this video. Again, thank you so much everyone and kita-kits na lang tayo sa isa pang video. Yan, I'll end this recording na po. Thank you.